Alright my fighters, so as you can see we have the Legends Management Team Newsletter Volume 3 and they have some really amazing news here, so make sure to watch the video until the end because we are going to go through all of them. So first of all we have the Legends Pass, which is actually a subscription, a monthly subscription that lasts for at least 1 month actually after, or it lasts for 1 month after the last payment, and basically the perks that you have in it are actually the prime ticket printing robot. You have 400 plus equipment slots. You have actually 5 more preset slots. This is the team preset. And then you have faster auto mode. Now, how faster it is going to be, they aren't saying, but most likely it is going to be double the speed that we have right now. And then we have extra login bonus selection plus 2 adventure slots. Now, since this is actually just for pay-to-win players, I am not going to go through it because of the fact that it is for pay-to-win players. And if you are a pay-to-win player, you can go through that. They aren't talking a lot about it anyway. They are just talking about the plus 400 equipment slots, and then there is that little text that they have under it. So basically, it's not worth wasting time on it. Instead, we will go actually to the important news, PvP features. And as you can see, we have 3 different features that they are going to talk about. First, boost characters. Second, leader slot, and third, improvement of ranking system. Now, the boost characters is actually a new type of tier list or something like that, like the Tournament of Power, where they are going actually to boost some specific characters that hasn't been used during the previous, most likely, or maybe the previous season, or maybe the previous seasons that in PvP, and basically these characters are going to get boosted very well, so that players would like actually to use these characters instead of the other characters that have been used so much in PvP. So they are doing that, hoping that this is going actually to make a variety in PvP where people are going to use more characters instead of just the same exact team over and over again. Now, as I said before, and I told them on this post as well, they did post this letter on the Twitter account, and I did actually tweet there telling them that the only solution for PvP, the only solution is through nerfing the already broken, super broken Zinkai Awakened characters like Gohan, like 18, and so on. These characters need to be nerfed. If they aren't going to get nerfed, this isn't going to solve the problem of PvP. Yes, it is going to solve some of the problems. It might make some characters usable in PvP, but it's not going to change the teams that are going to be used over and over again. Because even if a character is actually super useful now in PvP, why am I going to use it when I have a super broken character in PvP, which is actually Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the legendary finish one? Why should I use any other Android character if I have actually a super broken Zinkai like Zinkai 18? Like, if they don't nerf these 2 characters and the other super broken characters, it's not PvP is never gonna be actually fixed. But this is a good this is a good start at least. Hopefully they do take the feedback and they do actually nerf the Zinkai Awakened characters, but this is also a good start. Anyways, we have another thing, which is actually the leader slot, and this leader slot is actually a place where you put your character, and that character is going to receive all of the Z abilities that the team has. Now, these Z abilities doesn't actually count for the Z abilities that buffs certain element or certain character. Like if the Z ability buffs only Goku, so you can't actually put Frieza there and expect him to take the buff, or if this Z ability buffs like maybe blue characters, You can't actually expect to put there a yellow character and expect that character to get a buff. But if it is actually buffing, for example, Frieza Force, you can put literally Goku there and he is going to get that buff. And if it is buffing maybe Sages from the movies, you can actually put literally any character that isn't from Sages from the movies and they are going to get that buff. So this is actually a pretty phenomenal change here. This is going to let you literally use whichever character you want on whichever team you want. Like seriously, you can use now Goku on Rival Universe team. You can actually use you can use literally Jiren on Frieza Force team. How crazy can this be? Like seriously, you can use Jiren on Frieza Force team and he is going to get all of the buffs. Now he isn't going to most likely buff them, I think. Their own ability that specifies certain tags or episodes will apply, or well, he is going actually to buff all of them. Yes, he is going to buff all of them. So he is going to become as useful on that team as he is on Rival Universe team. How crazy can that be? Like seriously, this is a phenomenal change and it is going to be super useful in PvP. That is going to be very good. Now, the third change is ranking improvements. The development is underway for several improvements to rating matches and bottle rank, such as better matchmaking at the start of seasons, the handling of unfair play, rewards for PvP users who rank outside of the top 20,000 and more. Now, this is phenomenal actually. This is super phenomenal. If they actually start to handle the unfair matches a little bit harder, make it harder for laggers, maybe for hackers to actually be able to do that, that would be really awesome. If they give rewards, useful rewards, at least give them 100 or 200 chrono crystals for everyone who did participate in PvP. That would be phenomenal actually. That would be super cool. If the player didn't participate in PvP, then don't give him anything. But if they did actually participate in PvP, they do deserve at least 100 or 200 chrono crystals. That would be really awesome. But if it is only Zenny, or if it is actually maybe one eraser, that is just super useless and it's not going to change anything. Nobody is going actually to try to farm PvP just to end up with 1 million Zenny and one eraser, right? This is just going to be completely useless. But if it is 100 or 200 chrono crystals, then people are going actually to farm PvP. Even if they aren't going to farm up to 20,000, they are still going to play PvP to get that 100 or 200 growing crystals. So hopefully they give something useful and not something completely worthless. Then we have actually some other improvements. And these other improvements have some amazing things in it. So the first one is addition of a rematch option to a co-op when playing with a guild member or friend. This is absolutely phenomenal. Finally, they are adding the rematch option. Now, it is understandable that it is restricted to only guild members and friends, because if they aren't your guild members or friends, then most likely the other player isn't going to want actually to rematch or to play the match again with you specifically. They might actually have already done all of their matches. They might not want to do it with you because you was bad or something like that. Like, if they are unknown players, they might not want actually to do the match again with you, and that's why it is restricted to guild members and friends. If they are your guild members or friends, then that most likely means that you are going to do the matches, all of the 3 matches together, and this means that a rematch for you is going to be very awesome. So I understand the restriction, and I am really happy that they are finally adding that rematch option. Now, when they are going to do it, they aren't saying, but at least they are saying that they are going to finally do it. So that's really awesome. Changes to equipment upgrades. This is something that all of the player base have been actually screaming about, and finally they did hear us. Finally, after 3 whole years, they are going to do something about the equipment upgrades. Now, what are they going to do? They aren't saying, but hopefully they are going to do the chance of getting, they are going to make actually the chance of getting a Z equipment, not Z plus, but Z equipment much easier, because right now it is just hell. It is as hell as trying to pull a legendary Finnish character. Like, seriously, it's just insane. Total insanity. And the last one is actually shortening of all connection and load times. This is going to help a lot, because you might not notice it, but the amount of time you are spending actually on the loading times and the or the loading screen and the connection screen in both PvP and PvE are actually taking so much of your time. So making them less, shortening them, is going to help us a lot to make more matches and to do actually much more in the game in a shorter time. So basically that is going to help us a lot as well. So as you can see, all of the changes are really awesome. Everything in this letter is very cool. And I really hope that they would take the feedback that I did give them about the PvP, and they do nerf the super broken characters like Gohan and 18 in some way or shape or form, at least to make them actually as good as the very good Zenkai Awakened characters, but not so broken characters. So hopefully they take that feedback as well, because that is going to make PvP even more enjoyable. And yeah, basically with that being said, that was everything for today. Let me know your opinion about everything that we went through in this video in the comments section below. And with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.